This was a fun day on our Germany trip. One of the things that I really like to do is walk around and look at stuff, and that includes houses and architecture, plants, people, you name it. The thing that I noticed right away in this little town is that everybody else has a way cooler driveway than I do. Look at all these different patterns. There were so many of them, I just stopped recording. And each one of these pavers had moss in between it. I love moss. Their little neighborhoods are way prettier than ours. Anyway, so my sister's town backs up to this park where everything is covered in moss. As I said, it's one of my favorite things. It is definitely on my bucket list to go to the Olympic National Park out there in Washington, the Hoa Forest, where everything is totally mossy. I was right next to it. I should have gone the last time I was there. But on the upside, we went to the fern forest while we were there, so that's also something that I really like. Anyway, so there's no animals in Germany. That was the biggest contributing factor to why the forests were so creepy. There's nobody here. There's no animals, there's no sound, no nothing. Those were like the only two people we saw on a 2-hour trip. I tried forever to record the squirrels because they're the really pretty kinds, and it didn't happen because there was only one and he would never come down from the tree. So this was a great hike. We had an absolute blast. I'm very funny and so are my sisters, so whenever we're walking, it's an absolute delight. I hope you can come with me and walk someday. It doesn't look like it, but it was really cold. This pond lake thing is frozen solid except for on the edges where there's the running water. It became a personal challenge to try and break the ice. Just a little bit of cool sound for you. Don't worry, we took out all the other sticks just to take up for the ones that we threw in. And look, we fixed a baby dam. How nice. So we continued our walk. It was about a 2-ish hour hike, maybe less, and it's one of my favorite things to do. I love walking around. My sister says they can come here and swim in this little watering hole in the summer if they want, which is pretty cool. It connects and overlooks to, I guess, another town. Pretty sights. I wish I had closer access to something like this at my house. That was the easy part of the hike, but from this point forward, we were going uphill, so then it became like, labor intensive. Got to see a little bit of alien activity here from the creators I see. Man, I'm sad that my little iPhone just can't quite capture how cool all this scenery was, like the angles and the height and stuff like that. Definitely a good workout. I'd be doing this every day to stay in shape, but not alone because it's a literal mountain, so if you fall, you're in trouble. So next up, we went to a literal castle that's like right behind my sister's house overlooking her little village that she lives in, and it was so cool. This is the closest I've ever been to a castle. Very exciting. We did come back during the day, but there's a little restaurant up here that overlooks the city, and it'd be super cool to come back here in the summer. This visit was after Christmas, so it was nice to find something that was open. They shut down for Christmas the 24th, 25th, and 26th. I think that should be the same everywhere personally. Who doesn't want a 3-day holiday? So back to the beer. This one was okay. Little inside joke here, maintaining severe eye contact when you cheers. Thanks, babe. I was bold and tried some kind of weird sausage. It was decent, but it kind of freaked me out a little bit. I just didn't like the shape. It reminded me too much of Spam. The schnitzel though, oh man, so good. And the salad, it was amazing. Come back for more. I'm not done with my German adventures. Bye!